everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this sunflower bucket hat. So I already have a tutorial on my channel on how I make a bucket hat. So I made one in black here, and I'm going to be showing you how I make the sunflowers to design it. And this video was suggested by one of my subscribers when I posted my cherry bucket hat tutorial. So Juniper, if you're still watching, this one is for you. Alright, let's get started. So I'm using two colors here, yellow and brown. The brown is to make the .4mm crochet hook, these two yarns and scissors. Okay, that's all you need. We're using this brown first. So what you want to do is to create a slip knot. Once you have your slip knot, insert your hook into the slip knot and adjust it. I'm using a 4mm crochet hook, by the way. So insert your hook into the slip knot and chain 4. Now slip stitch into the first chain that you created to create a loop. So once you've created this loop, chain 2, and we're going to make our first round here. So these first two chains do not count as a stitch, okay? Just keep that in mind. These first two chains do not count as a stitch. So chain 2 and make 10 half double crochets into that loop that we created, okay? So put in 1 half double crochet there, yarn over, insert your hook into the loop, pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. So that's your half double crochet. So go ahead and make 9 more half double crochets into this loop here. So now once you have your 10 half double crochets, we are going to slip stitch to the very first half double crochet that we made. So make your slip stitch, and then we'll have our first round done. We're going to create a second round with this color. So chain 2. Again, those 2 chains do not count as a stitch. In the first stitch, make 2 half double crochets. And continue making 2 half double crochets into all the stitches across. At the end of this round, you should have 20 half double crochets, okay? So once you're done with that, at the end of the round, we're just going to slip stitch into the first stitch that we made, like we did in the previous round. But we're not going to slip stitch with this brown color. This is where we're going to attach the yellow color. So I'm going to grab my yellow yarn here, and I'm going to slip stitch with the yellow yarn. Okay. At this point, you can snip off the tail of your work from the beginning, from the first round. So I'm just going to cut that off. And then now I'm going to make a single knot with the two tails of the yarn, and I'm going to carry it along with my work. So you'll see in a minute now how I carry it along for this next round. So this is the third round. With this yellow color, we are going to be creating the petals of the sunflower. So chain 2, and this chain 2 that we just made, it counts as a stitch. So these 2 chains count as a half double crochet. Okay, so and this is for only the last round, which is the third round, which is the last round of the whole stitch. So chain 2 and put 1 double crochet into the first stitch, into that same stitch put a treble crochet. In case you don't know how to do a treble crochet, this is how you do it. So you yarn over twice, and then you insert your hook into the stitch and pull up a loop. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, yarn over and pull through 2 again. So that's how you create a treble crochet. Now into that same stitch, make a double crochet, and finally make a half double crochet. So this is how we create our petals, and we're going to do this all around. But before that, we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, and slip stitch again into the next stitch, now chain 2, then make a double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, not into the stitch where your 2 chains are coming from. After a double crochet, a treble crochet into the same stitch, then a double crochet, then a half double crochet. Okay, once that's done, you slip stitch into the next 2 stitches again, then you chain 2, then you repeat this process all round your work. and I carried the tail of my work, those ones I used to make the knots in the beginning, yeah, to the end, and then when I've gone a bit far, I'm just going to snip that off. Yeah, so you won't have too much tails to weave in at the end of your work. So continue making this pattern like this. At the end of this round, you should end up with 7 petals for the sunflower. So I'm back now, I'm finished. I have 7 petals and you should have just 1 stitch left. So slip stitch into that 1 stitch and slip stitch into the next stitch, which is the first stitch you started with, just to join your work. And then we are going to cut our yarn now, but we are going to leave a long tail, and this is the tail we are going to use to sew our sunflower to the hat. So leave a fairly long tail, about 8 to 10 inches, and fasten off. I made 5, yeah, I made 5 sunflowers, or 6. I think that should be enough for my hat, but if you want more, definitely you can make more. If you have a bigger hat, you can make more. If you have a smaller hat, you can make less, depending on how you want your hat to look like. Okay, so now all you have to do is just to sew your sunflowers onto the hat. I'm going to show you how I do that here. So I'm using a yarn needle, a darning needle, plastic needle, yarn needle, whatever. Yeah, I'm using that. I'm going to put that long tail I left onto the needle. Then I'm going to start sewing. So I'm going to be sewing only around that circle. I'm not going to sew around the petals, okay? Only around that second row round that we made. So just sew. And if I flip my work, this is what my work should look like. Yeah, you should just have like a circle there, and then make a knot. And then weave in that tail a little bit into your work. Cut your yarn. And then just repeat this process for all the petals just repeat this process for all the sunflowers. Sew them onto your work, and I'll be back to show you what I have once I'm done. So this is my sunflower hat all done. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.